Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, April 12th. And overall, it looks like a little bit better news as far as moisture goes. The next couple of systems are looking less and less impressive as far as rainfall for much of the MAC area, pushing most of the moderate to heavy rains well off to our northwest. And that's going to be mean a pretty warm Saturday coming up. I think we'll see temperatures quite warm, maybe well into the mid, maybe even upper 70s for Saturday. So it looks like many of the local schools hopefully will be able to get a lot of their baseball and softball and track events in, as again the weather looks like it's becoming more cooperative. I'd like to see the afternoon run before I feel real confident on that. But overall today we're going to see warmer temperatures with more sunshine, highs in the mid 50s to around 60, and then more clouds tomorrow, maybe a couple of showers. But overall, this next weather pattern looks like it'll be quite weak, and I think we'll see mainly under 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch at most. Many areas, again, are going to see less than 1/10 of an inch out of this first system. And then we'll watch the system for late Friday night into Saturday. The warm frontal range now, again, looks like they'll move off to our northwest, and then we'll just have some showers and thunderstorms with the cold front, but that won't happen, I don't believe, until late Saturday or Saturday evening, maybe Saturday night. So again, right now it's looking like Saturday we should have good weather for many area sporting events. If we look at the extended outlook, both the 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day outlooks continue to be near to maybe slightly above normal, but wetter than normal. And again, we are going to continue in this active pattern, but we may catch a break here over the next couple of days as the models have shifted drier. If we look at the normals for the day, our normal high is 56, the normal low is 33. We can see on this date back in 1977, we had a record high of 82 degrees. If we look at the warmest and coldest spots across the lower 48 yesterday, the warm spot 92 degrees at Fort Myers, Florida, and the cold spot 6 above zero at Hickerson Park, Utah. And as far as closer to home and around the MAC area, temperatures yesterday mainly in the low 50s or around 50 across the northern portions of the area. But before that cold front came through, temperatures were still in the low 60s during the morning hours. And again, the heaviest precipitation here across southeast lower Michigan over into southwest Ontario. By midnight, most of the precipitation had moved out of our area. And you can see we're about a half a degree above normal for the month of April. If we look at conditions out there this morning, see temperatures mainly in the low to mid 40s. Again, the Wago station is going to be down for a couple of weeks as we wait for some parts that got damaged, but hopefully we'll be up and running here before May 1st, before the real serious growing season begins. And if we look at the Doppler radar estimate from yesterday, you can see yesterday I pointed out that very heavy band of rain that was moving into the central portions of the UP that had converted to snow, and I said we could see some pretty heavy amounts there. Marquette County, many areas around Ismaning, picking up 10 inches or more, even an isolated report of around 13 inches of snow, and a lot of that came in just a few hours. So a pretty impressive system yesterday with 3.5 inches of rain up in some areas up there for the last 72 hours rather, and then for much of lower Michigan between a half inch to around an inch, some local areas picking up about 1.25 inches. So again, another wet system as we continue to be quite wet this spring. And you can see on the radar this morning the next system that will come in for maybe some showers late tonight into tomorrow. Again, it's going to be a rather weak system. There's not going to be a lot of moisture with this one, and so we'll wait for the system over the weekend. But even that system is trended drier, so that's good news, and warmer. If we look at satellite view, you can see the showers and thunderstorms that have moved off to the east. Our next system now coming out of the plains. Again, it's going to be a fairly weak system. We're going to watch for this big storm here that's going to cut down and then move well off to the northeast, and that's going to put us well into the warm sector. And again, the GFS model has highs around 65 to 70, 71 degrees across much of lower Michigan, but I think it is seriously underperforming this year in the warm temperatures. The European model has been closer to the truth on 10 of the last 12 warm-ups. The European has won out, and I think it will again on this system. On the weather map this morning, you can see low pressures coming out of the Dakotas moving to the east, and again, this will be a scattered and pretty light precipitation area. And again, you see this rainfall into western Michigan. This will be for late tonight, and if by tomorrow that low pressure system will move to the east, and again, just some scattered showers, again, mainly early, but overall pretty weak pattern. And then finally we get into Friday, we watch that system that's going to be moving off to the northeast. The warm front's going to be heading our way. Some areas of heavier rains off to our southwest, but again, I think the heaviest rains are going to move up into Wisconsin, into the UP, and I think we may be around a quarter to maybe as much as 3/4 of an inch. But again, that's looking more and more like it's going to be late Saturday or Saturday night right now as it looks. And for high temperatures on Saturday, you can see this is the GFS putting highs in the mid 60s to around 70, maybe 71, 72. But I think the European's going to win out. The European has us between 75 and 78 degrees over a good deal of lower Michigan once you get south of about Houghton Lake. Again, so a really warm Saturday. And again, this is the one that we'll watch. Again, the European, I think, is going to outperform once again the GFS, and that would be 11 out of 13 times when we've had significant warm-ups that the GFS has been just too cold, putting highs only in the mid 60s to around 70. Again, you'll see much warmer temperatures, I think, on Saturday. If we look at the precipitation over the next 7 days, you can see we begin to push some of this heaviest rains. We had some 2-inch amounts, 1.5 to 2-inch amounts. And again, I think this is going to be pushed farther back here over the next few days. This was yesterday's model run. Now look at this morning's model run, and you can see quite a bit less rainfall across much of the MAC area as that heaviest rains have now shifted back into Wisconsin. If we look at the weather watch out there this morning, there's nothing going on. A rather calm period, other than if you live near some of these rivers that are definitely at or above flood stage in many locations across southern lower Michigan. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.